Life has a way of teaching us lessons not through loud storms, but through quiet moments that make us stop and think. Sometimes, those lessons come wrapped in love, responsibility, and difficult decisions. Today, I want to share a story from my own life, a story about marriage, family, boundaries, and the wisdom it takes to protect what God has entrusted to us. This is not a story of conflict, but of reflection. Not a story of rejection, but of careful planning. It is a story about learning that love alone is not always enough. Love must be guided by wisdom. My name is Aching Atino, and I have been married for 5 months now. I currently live in Kenya with my husband, Daniel Monji. Marriage, as many of us know, is both beautiful and demanding. It is a season of learning, adjustment, and building something new from the ground up. Before I got married, my life already carried responsibility. I had 3 sons from a previous relationship: Brian Otieno, Kevin Odiambo, and Jaden Oching. And they were, and still are, my greatest joy. At that time, I was living with my sons and also with one of my sister's children, Naliaka. My home was full of life, noise, and the kind of love that only children can bring. When I met Daniel and we decided to get married, I was honest about my situation. I told him about my children, about my responsibilities, and about the life I was living. I did not hide anything. To my surprise and deep gratitude, he did not hesitate. He lovingly accepted my situation and agreed that I could come with my children. That acceptance was not small. Any woman who has walked a similar journey knows how rare and precious that kind of understanding can be. Since our marriage, we have been living together peacefully. My children settled in well, and Daniel has been supportive, patient, and kind. Our home has been filled with respect, communication, and a growing sense of unity. At this early stage of marriage, everything matters. How you talk to each other, how decisions are made, how responsibilities are shared. I was very aware that we were still laying the foundation of our marriage. At the same time, I had not yet started working. Financially, we were managing carefully. Emotionally, we were still learning each other. Spiritually, we were growing together. In my heart, I was deeply grateful. I often thank God for giving me a man who chose not only me, but also my children. Then one morning, something happened that made me pause. I was sitting quietly when my phone rang. It was my mother, Mama Atino, calling from the village. We started talking normally, catching up, laughing a little. Then suddenly, the conversation shifted. She began discussing arrangements for someone who would be traveling from the village to the city. Casually, she mentioned that this person could bring my 2 younger sisters, Akinya and Awino, to stay with us during the school holidays. I was surprised, but I listened. Then, almost as an afterthought, she asked something that completely caught me off guard. She asked if Akini and Awino could also come and start schooling while staying with me. In that moment, my heart became heavy. I did not know how to respond immediately. My mind started racing. I love my sisters. I want the best for them. I understand the challenges back home, and I know that opportunities in the city can change a child's future. But at the same time, reality stood in front of me. I had just gotten married. I was not yet working. My husband had already embraced my 3 sons. We were still adjusting as a new family. I realized that my family might be assuming that because I had already taken in children before, I could continue doing so without limits. That marriage changes things. It requires consultation, balance, and wisdom. My silence on the phone was not because I didn't care. It was because I cared deeply about everyone involved. After that call, I spent time reflecting. I asked myself hard questions. Would this decision bring peace to my marriage? Would it create strain financially or emotionally? Would it be fair to my husband, who had already been so supportive? Would it be wise to take on more responsibility before stabilizing my own home? The answer was clear. Love must not be blind. Love must be wise. I realized that this was the moment to set gentle but clear boundaries, not out of selfishness, but out of responsibility. I chose to speak respectfully with my mother and later with my elder sister, Rose Akoth. I explained calmly and honestly that while I truly love Akini and Awino, this is still the early stage of my marriage. I shared that I needed time to settle, to start working, and to build a strong foundation with my husband. I made it clear that my decision was not rejection. It was planning. It was wisdom. It was care for everyone involved. To my relief, she understood. That moment taught me something powerful. When you communicate with honesty and respect, understanding is possible. Most importantly, I also spoke openly with Daniel. I told him about the conversation, thanked him again for his support, and reassured him that I value our marriage and the peace in our home above all else. I wanted him to know that I was not taking his sacrifices lightly, that I was protecting what we were building together. That conversation did not create distance, it brought us even closer. In the end, I learned a lesson that I will carry with me for life. Love must walk hand in hand with wisdom. Boundaries do not mean lack of love. Clear communication protects relationships. And marriage must be guarded intentionally. By setting boundaries kindly and speaking openly, I was able to protect my marriage, maintain family harmony, and still leave the door open to support others in the future, when the time is right. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is say, "Not now." And that too is an act of love.